Hello and welcome to this week's Friday Focus. I have decided to record today outside because at the moment in the UK we are having phenomenal weather, and today is particularly interesting because I'm feeling a little bit nervous about doing it. My neighbour's in the garden and I'm thinking they might be thinking I'm a bit odd talking to my phone. My husband's walking around in the kitchen. Is he thinking, just all this little embarrassment, but it's actually a perfect topic for me to talk to you about because it is never anything outside of us that causes an internal feeling. So it's not the weather that makes you feel good. It's not the fact that your neighbour is in the garden that makes you feel nervous. It is not that my husband's walking around making silly faces at me that makes me feel uncomfortable. It is all my thoughts about it that make me feel. So you can apply this to all the different areas of your life. You can apply this at work, at home, with food, with alcohol, with your time. Anything outside of you does not create an internal emotion. Think about it this way. It is currently clear blue skies, about 27 degrees. That is the fact. We could prove that in a court of law. That is our current circumstance right now. My thought about that is, I love this weather. And when I think I love this weather, that makes me feel really good. I feel uplifted. And when I feel uplifted, I'm outside, I'm singing, I'm smiling, I'm seeing all the positives in life. And the result of that is that I create a good day. I create an amazing day for myself. Whereas there are some people right now, exactly the same circumstance, clear blue skies, 27 degrees, but they're thinking, oh, it's too hot. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't do anything, it's too hot. So their thought is making them feel miserable. When they're feeling miserable, then they're staying inside. They're moaning. They're creating a result of getting all hot and bothered in their heads. That's the emotional impact of that thought. Because how is it possible for two humans to experience exactly the same situation and have different emotions about it? Because of the thoughts that we have. And depending on what you're thinking is going to create the emotion that you're having. So when we're looking at other external things, such as gin, or Prosecco, or beer, or chocolate, or all of it, yes, it gives us a chemical reaction, just like the sun gives us vitamin D, but it cannot create an emotion for us. It cannot take away the boredom. It cannot take away the anxiety. It cannot make you feel relaxed. Temporarily, you're going to feel numbed. When we eat so much, we are so full, everything is numbed. All of our emotions are numbed. But if you're overwhelmed and you're feeling stressed, and then you go and eat and drink in order to try and make you feel better, that doesn't actually resolve the emotion. All that happens now is that you feel overwhelmed, you feel stressed, you feel anxious, but now you have a hangover. Now you're dealing with those emotions with the weight gain. Now you're dealing with the overwhelm and feeling sick because you've eaten too much chocolate. So it is never an external thing that's going to create an internal feeling. We get to do that with the power of our mind. And this has been proven by neuroscience, right? Google it. How you think will send chemicals down into your body to create an emotion. What you think sends chemicals into your body to create an emotion. So physical feelings are different to emotional feelings. So the physical energy that vitamin B gives you when you sit in the sun is a physical thing in your body. So it starts, a physical feeling starts in the body and sends messages up to your brain. So when we're hungry, our belly rumbles, that sends a message up to the brain to say we need food. If we cut ourselves, the nerves send a message to our brain to say we need help. An emotional feeling is the other way round. It is a message from our brain down into our body. That is brilliant news, because it means that at all times, if we're learning how to control our thoughts and to control our mind, we can then also control our emotions. That is not to say that we always want to feel positive. That is not to say we shouldn't feel nervous, or we shouldn't feel scared, or we shouldn't feel anxious. Those are normal human emotions. But what it does mean is that we don't need to have that external thing to make us feel better. And when you can make yourself feel better, then you can just enjoy the chocolate or enjoy the Prosecco for what it is. You don't need to have it to take the edge off. You don't need to rely on it to make your day better or to relax you. So I think this is amazing news. Can be kind of intimidating to realize, I think, that at all times we get to control our experience and our emotions, but definitely a skill that I practice and I want to hold and have for myself. And if this resonates with you, I can help you do this too. The fact that you are a human with a human brain means that you can control how you feel. And sometimes it might be okay to feel nervous. It might be okay to feel uncomfortable when people are watching something that you feel embarrassed about. It's not a problem. You can experience that emotion and do it anyway. You can experience the desire for sugar and not actually eat the sugar. You can experience boredom and not have to ease it by eating or drinking. So I'd love to help you. And all you have to do is get in touch. And we can work out what's going on for you, what you're trying to avoid or what you're trying to get. And then we can actually start to very consciously and very deliberately create the type of lifestyle that you want, whether that's at home or whether that's at work. Because your brain doesn't know the difference being at home or being in the office. Your brain doesn't know the difference between sat on a deck chair in the garden or sat at your desk at work until you have a thought about it. So we've got a powerful tool up here, my friends. We should start to use it. Have an amazing week, and remember, there is nothing outside of you that creates an internal emotion. You get to do that for yourself. See ya.